So hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm finally driving a Ford Ranger, yet alone, an XLT Elite Limited Edition, exclusive for Autohub only. And yeah, finally I'm gonna drive a Ranger. Yes, I wonder if this will be the new benchmark for me personally, instead of the other pickup I've always wanted. I wonder if this will take the cake for me now. Driving this already here immediately, oh dear, I have a new contender. Or if I want to own a pickup truck again. And this is my first Ranger. Literally, this is the first time I've ever driven. And there's a lot to talk about. Yes, there is a lot to talk about with this new Ranger. I want to thank as well to Ford Autohub Group, Miss TP, Sir Inigo, Sir Vic. I will leave all of their contact details and the address of Ford Autohub BGC in the description down below. And without further ado, let's start the review from the exterior. So this is the exterior of the Ford Ranger XLT Elite Limited Edition. I'll get to the limited edition in a bit. So this is one of the base variants of the Ford Ranger here in the Philippines, only after the XLS. It is considered a base model, the XL variants. There are only two of them, by the way, the XLT and the XLS. Carried over already, I noticed. They updated already the grille, which gives it more of the FX4 look already. I mean, I dig the looks of this Ford Ranger. It's not too conservative, not too aggressive, but I can say it's a handsome looking pickup truck. I see why these were all popular. It's just a simple blacked out grille with the Ranger logo. And then your lights here, they're all halogens, but they're still bright enough. As you can see, I'm in a very dark parking lot. And then ground clearance is 232 millimeters, which is really impressive. This is only a 4x2, but this is still a very capable off-roader. You also have nice blacked out wheels with a black Ford badge. I was expecting a blue oval, but surprising they blacked out the Ford logo as well here. So nice touch with that. And then there's your suspension setup. And then here on the side, you have a false vent here with the 2.2 and 6-speed auto badge here on the side. It's chromed out. Okay, still nice touch. And not everything's too blacked out. At least there's a nice treat here of chrome design here on the side. Simple side mirrors here with the turn signal. Okay, I've not seen much of a fully blacked out Ford Ranger. But this, again, being my first Ford Ranger, it looks really good. It is all blacked out. Personally, I'll get the white one, but this all blacked out one is still nice looking. Then here on the side, you have a massive side step here. You can fit my whole foot, so it's dirty now. And that is your cargo light. That will be very, very handy when you open the load bed at night. I will show you how you open it later on. And also here and there, same blacked out wheels with your leaf spring suspension this time. And then here and there, you have blacked out bumpers with rear sensors, so also handy. There's also a few lights here on the side. Also here, signature to the Ranger as well. You have massive brake lights here with your reverse light and your turn signal lights. Also massive Ranger logo here. And here's your XLT logo. And this being the Elite Limited Edition by Autohub. And here's what you get with the Elite Limited Edition from Autohub. You get a load bed cover. Then you open the load bed. Don't crush my hand, please. You have a bed liner for the load bed as well. And since we're here, the payload capacity is 1,120 kilograms. Yeah, not much here in the rear. And this is how you open it, I assume. Okay, but I won't play with that anymore. Also, you have two tie-down hooks. They're in the edge of the load bed on either side. And that's pretty much it here in the load bed. And going back on what you get with the Elite Limited Edition by Autohub, besides, as I said, the bed liner and the load bed cover, you get this limited edition badge. You have decals here on top of the hood, and then a red decal here on the skid plate. That is it. That's why I prefer the white one personally, because the decals will pop out just a bit more. Yeah, let's just look at it one more time. Yeah, I've never complained with looks of Rangers. That's all I can say with the Ranger. It looks good. It looks really, really good. So with that, I'll show you the interior. So this is the interior of the Ford Ranger XLT Elite Limited Edition. Also, unlike most pickup trucks that I've reviewed and driven, this is one of the best door thuds I've ever heard. Listen to this. That sounds really, really thick. Also, this is your key of the Ford Ranger. This does not have a start-stop button since it's one of the base variants. Start it up. Beside the tachometer and the speedometer, you have a digital display here in the middle. You can adjust it by using this controls on the left side. So this is your displays. Set it whatever you want. So I like this 4 layout of the digital display, so I will leave it there. Going back here in the steering wheel, you have your cruise control buttons here on the left side, and then your phone connectivity buttons here on the right, adjustments for the volume, and for the adjustments here for the infotainment. Also, what's cool with the Ranger XLT models, since 2020 they have been updated from this 8-inch infotainment touchscreen compared to the 3.5-inch or 4-inch from before. And what's cool, this has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And look, it's very responsive. Here in the middle, you have your physical buttons for the radio controls and climate controls. And I would say, and the aircon in here is so freaking cold. I love it. But I will lower down so you can hear me. You have a tune mix button here. I think I've never used that. Then, oh, that's cool. Underneath, if you can see that light there, that's actually for your USB port. That's cool, so you can see it even though at night. And then you have another USB port here on the left side, and then a 12-volt socket here on the right. And then here in the center console, you have one weird cubby space, I would say. Your gear lever. Also, this is very nice to touch. It's wrapped in the leather with stitching. And also interesting, the manual mode, it's like a race car. So to change up a gear, you pull it, and then to change down, you push it. You have 2 cup holders with small grips on them. They're hard grips. And then also you have a manual handbrake here. And then going back on top here, can that fit a vlogging camera? Hold on. Nah, for this camera, no. But at least there's a space there in the middle. And then here on the left side, you have adjustments for your lights here. They're not here on this stock, by the way. This is for your turn signals only. This is a weird setup, but it's a unique setup, I would say. Your fog lamps. And this is the button for your cargo light, which I showed you earlier. This is a very cool feature. I think it's the only one in its class that has it. And then going back to the door, you have a silver lining here around the door handles, also chromed out. And buttons here for unlocking and locking the doors. And then materials here in the door. You have your speakers here, by the way. Yeah, it's plastic. It's a one of the base models. It's alright, but still has a nice silver lining touch here on the door. But at least this one's leather with body colored match stitching. Yeah, just few plastics here and there. I mean, you can forgive it with its price when it's fine. Yeah, just a lot of plastics here. And then this one also differentiates the XLS and XLT models. The layout of the dashboard trim here. I know the one in XLS is black. It's alright though, it's not too much plastic. But it looks durable at least. And then you have a grab handle here on each side. Above here, you have your sunglasses holder. And then you have light switches here. Okay, what's cool? This one opens everything, and then you can open on either side if you want. That's the middle one, sorry. And then visors. There's a mirror. Hello everybody. Nope, they don't extend, but it's fine. But still nice lining here. Okay, it's hard, but it's still nice to the touch. And then glove box. That's huge. Nice. I love these fabric seats. Yes, it's hard, but I still feel comfortable with this. Nice quality as well for the seats. And last but not least, here in front, you have your central glove box. Okay, that's the small one, and then that's huge. All right. So with that, I'll show you the back seats. So this is the back of the Ford Ranger XLT limited edition. I just want to confirm this door tab if it sounds better than the one in front. They sound the same. We have light switches above here. Let's open it since it's a bit too dark. Okay, not much toys here in the back. You only have one 12-volt socket here in the back. And then 2 seat pockets. They're narrow, but it's deep enough. Yep, it's deep enough. That's on each seat, by the way. And also same material like in front. There's a lot of plastic, but there's a fabric touch here, and then leather around the window switch here. And then a bottle holder and a smaller cubby space on each side as well. And your speakers down here. And now, that's my driving position, by the way. Feet room, leg room is excellent. And then headroom here in the back. Okay, that's massive. Look at that. That's really massive. Also, the seats here in the back doesn't have much of an incline, but still I'll be happy to sit here in the back for a long trip. And yeah, the seats are soft enough. They're durable, but this fabric is still soft enough to sit on. And then here, other toy, I almost forgot. Here in the back, you have central armrest with 2 cup holders. And then sitting here in the middle, the transmission tunnel. Okay, it's just a bit tall only. It's wide though, gets in the way of my feet, but you can put your feet on top. So this still makes up for it. Now headroom here in the middle. Oh, yeah, still the same. Just a little bit eaten since the seat here in the middle is just a bit higher than the right and left side of the seat. But still, I can sit in the middle if I want. You have hidden storage here in the rear seats. If I can open, oh no. This will be enough to hide all of your Christmas gifts here in the back. And then you have also a jack here as well. So this is the engine of the Ford Ranger XLT Elite Limited Edition. Like all the XLT and XLS models, and FX4 as well. It's a 2.2 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine with 158 horsepower and 385 Newton meters of torque. I will tell you more about the driving dynamics in a bit. And as well, this is a very well proven engine already. I have a few friends who have a Ranger with this 2.2 liter turbocharged diesel engine. It's been very reliable. Okay, I would say it's really big as well. I mean, it also stretches all the way back there. And then also this is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and it sends power all to the rear wheels. Unlike most of the pickups that I've driven in its class, by the way, this has a hood strut, which is very unique. So with that let's go for a drive. So driving the Ford Ranger XLT Elite Limited Edition. To all the people watching, even from Ford Autohub and Miss TP right now, you have converted me to a Ranger fanboy already. Oh my god, it's so good. This is only an XLT and I love it. Imagine if I drive the Wild Track and the Ranger Raptor themselves. And then look, low speeds. Look, this is probably one of the most refined pickups I've driven in its class. And then I'm in just in drive mode. Let's floor it. Oh, okay, this is really fast. Yeah, the power may not be on par with its competition, but the torque is. So, pulling power is incredible. Whoa! And also body lean, yeah, it is present, but it's not as much as I expected. And yes, the handling, I see why now people love buying this Ranger. The handling is also one of the best in its class. It's light, there's enough feel to it. To be honest, just drives like a car. I am very impressed with this Ranger. Yet alone, this is my first Ranger. And then let's try my favorite sport mode. There are no driving modes here, but you can just put in drive or manual mode, which is sport mode. Okay, there's just a little bit delay with the transmission, but it shifts pretty fast enough. Since we're just around in the city, let's just leave it in D and relax. Also, best in class, I would say already, the brakes. It's not super high as like most of the competition I've driven. Like it's a high, the first bite is trying to slow down and then the next bite is full on stop. This one is not. The brakes feel like a car as well. What is this? What is this truck? It's so amazing. I never experienced a progressive brake feel with a pickup truck. Also, they're strong. Okay, let's demo it. That brakes is so smooth. Everything with this car is smooth. The power delivery, the transmission and everything. God, I want one right now. Okay, I'm a bit lost here. Also, I would commend as well for the Ranger, the NVH. Yes, you can hear the engine a lot as I demoed. but at lower speeds you don't hear it that much. I just noticed it tends to hang on the gears for a while, but just here low speeds. Look how quiet it is. There's a bit of delay only with the throttle. I don't think there's turbo lag at all with this car. Maybe it is, but it's just only minimal. Yeah, and this steering wheel, I understand now why. This is one of the softest steering wheels I've ever experienced in a pickup truck. You know, first time touching this, it felt like I'm holding a hand of a girl. That's how it feels like. Yeah, I'm surprised also there's not that much body lean. It picks up really well. And yes, being a 4x2, it's pretty light on its feet as well. Maybe there's a bit more feel when it's a 4x4 variant. I don't know about that. But wow, this thing is really, really good. Pickups are pretty popular in our market. There's a lot of brands you see that are very common. And I am surprised I always see a Ford Ranger once in a while. So now I understand why. And just being the base to mid variant, I'll be honest, I do want an FX4 because of that red. But would I get this Elite Limited Edition? Yes, from Autohub, yes, I would definitely get it because one, it's a limited edition, and number two, this is my first ever Ranger, literally. Now I understand also from owners, shout out JR of Car Reviews PH, I understand now why it drives like a freaking car. The steering so light and there's good steering feel to it, and yeah, even everything's good about the response time of the throttle, the brakes. The brakes are, I didn't expect that with the brakes for this kind of pickup. Yeah, it's so amazing. And this is a base variant and you kinda get the tech already you need. I know everyone wants the Wild Track and above FX4 Max as well. Yeah, because there's more tech on it. But as I keep saying with my reviews, I'm not much of a tech dude. But for me, with the FX4, XLT, XLS, and this Elite Limited Edition, yeah, this is enough for me. This is gonna be a perfect daily for me if I want to buy a pickup again. Would I prefer this over the competition now? Yeah. I know I keep benchmark one of the brands already, and of course we used to own two of those before. I would gladly buy a Ranger right now if I had the money. I would gladly buy a Ranger right now. Also, this engine, as I said earlier, it's a well-proven engine and it's so fuel efficient. With my driving only in the city, I'm a bit heavy-footed by the way. I've been doing 13.5 liters per 100 kilometers. I think that's 7.4 kilometers per liter. None of the pickups around in the city with my driving style has ever reached that level of fuel efficiency. I'm heavy-footed, I say again. This is only my second Ford I've ever driven, and this also has exceeded all of my expectations. Holy shoot. Yeah, I didn't expect this much peppiness for a pickup truck, yet alone. And then going over humps and bumps. Look how comfortable that is. Yeah, you can feel the bumps a bit, but it's no means by a stiff ride like some of the pickups I've driven in this segment. And going over the notorious hump here in my museum BGC, whoa, that's so comfortable still. You know, this suspension's in between firm and soft. There's really good balance with it. Here, another big hump. Look, and this Ranger soaks up road imperfections perfectly. Like, look, there's not even much shake going into the cabin. You don't feel, yes, you can feel it, but it's not as much as like the competition. I'll keep saying it. There's not much body lean. It handles like a car, and then here more bumps, and look at that, it's so freaking comfortable. I love this. And yet alone, this is again one of the base models. And yeah, as I demoed also earlier, the door stud is so thick, so you'll be very safe with this Ford Ranger. Just perfect tuning to this suspension. I love it. Yeah, going a bit litty here in the twisties. Oh my god, I would love to drive this on a twisty road. This is the most perfect pickup truck I've ever driven. I would literally buy one right now if I had the money. Again, I'll either buy this or an FX4 because of that red. Miss me red ba na red na Ranger? Naku, yes, I would either buy this or the FX4, hands down. And this even has adaptive cruise control, the only one in its class. I don't use cruise control, but knowing this has one, this is already a steal. So, yep, that concludes my review of this Ford Ranger XLT Elite Limited Edition. It's a long name. Thank you to Miss Tiffany for the Autohub group for allowing me to review this Ford Ranger. And this is my first Ranger as well, so thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more, hopefully, future Ford reviews under Autohub. Bye-bye.